Hello, Scorpio, to a timeless justice for Scorpio reading, where we discuss however the topic of justice would like to disclose itself via one of the sister energies that I read for, which is Sekhmet. Bear in mind that in doing so, the approach to you, the listener, may feel or come across as merciful or merciless. However, keep in mind, or perhaps feel comforted to know, it will be in the highest vibrational form of which way she would like to disclose the messages that she deems fit to disclose at this time. Bear in mind that I, 7th, will offer these messages to highest vibrational accord offered to me. However, it is important for you to remember that you have decided to tap into a collective general reading and have not allotted time out for a one-to-one personal connection. So bear in mind, it is important that you utilize your discernment to take all the bits and pieces that resonate with you and leave anything with the reading behind that may not have. In regards to myself, again, I am 7th, aka Master 7th, that reads these energies for you. Should you want to know who and what it is that I am, details can be found in the description box below. To assist you a little bit, I am a master healer that provides remote wellness alignments and tarot intuitive insights such as this. And the description box will also give you the ways of how to travel between the two sister channels that I run, okay, for your viewing pleasure. More specifically, in regards to the reading, feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific. However, please remember, femininity encapsulates both feminine and masculine energies. Masculinity as well encapsulates both feminine and masculine energies. Oh. It's 3 of Pentacles, man. You're like, I don't know what that means. I get it. You don't need to. But you do. Alright. What are we starting out with? The Wounded Warrior card. Troublesome. Over it. Bruised. Broken. Unhinged. Scarred. Angry. Frustrated. Ooh, it's grind time, baby. It's grind time. Tired of overworking, tired of underworking, tired, and tired. Tired of needing to be a step ahead in intelligence, but 10 steps behind in the accolade of having that intelligence. I don't blame you. It's pretty fucked up. There's a lot of sense of responsibility that you put yourself in, your poise, your character, your charm, your standards and expectations, the way you carry yourself puts you naturally in that position. And then there are subtle responsibilities of knowing, damn, which is the weight of responsibility for being in that position. And it's a power move. There are certain days where you're like, Jesus, I can't get away from this magnetism. And then there are days of like, fuck off. I'm tired of magnetizing. Like, stop getting so close. Stop needing me. And then there's an embrace for feeling wanted, to feeling loved, to being appreciated. And then there is a right. I don't know if you validate me enough here. Like, do you love me? Do you like me? Give me a compliment. There's a lot of influx to the center pole of who and what you are. The center is fucked up. The center cannot hold. You must find and recalibrate your center. Your center is the point that understands and accepts and still maintaining being a viewer to this reading and having heard me say that feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific and that femininity encapsulates both feminine and masculine energy intersect. And then there's masculinity that also encapsulates feminine and masculine energies intersect. The fold of masculinity and femininity meeting comes with multitude of energy receptors of reaction. Femininity, masculinity, femininity, masculinity, masculinity, femininity, femininity, masculinity. Yeah, it's fun to bring. Yeah, it's fun to maybe hear me speak, but now close your eyes and feel this energy the centerfold cannot hold with the chaos. So it's more or less to say that if that's true, the chaos of the centerfold being in flux, we're going to have to teach it the variables of what it means to be feminine and masculinity, feminine and masculine femininity, and be like, listen, dance with each other. You never have to touch, but if you touch, ooh, that's okay. All right. All that with 2 cards. All right. Okay. The lovers. The lovers. I just said feminine, masculinity. Feminine. Feminine. Encapsulates both feminine and masculine energies. Masculine encapsulates both feminine and masculine energies. 2 is 1. 1 and its reflection is 2. But this, you see 2, but it's just a reflection of the 1. To get true 2 is them marrying each other. And then femininity, masculinity, femininity is multiplied. That's the invisible power of the pyramid coming together in 1. If you need to ground the energies to help the centerfold be less chaotic, that is to go to its heartbeat. That heartbeat is Mother Nature. If that means hearing that and then symbolically taking your shoes off and walking in grass, then you do that. If that means going to the water, shedding clothes and swimming in the water, then you do that. If it means hiking up the mountain, then you do that. You go to Mother Nature's heartbeat. The centerfold stress. The stress. Cute. The song was very beautiful in my ears, and they're like, share it. And the name of the song is Angels. Artist is ADDAL. Full disclosure, it's Chill House. Energy is out there, can make sense, and can find groundedness and the beat of music. And somehow we can accept that. And somehow when we hear music, it makes us feel. And maybe just seeing my hands do this and not listening and hearing the music makes you feel. Why is that? Why is that? You say you can't see, but you're just stressed. That's all that you are. And it's not to gaslight the ways that you wish you could de-stress yourself. Is that in true form, you don't do much to de-stress yourself. You want a fast ticket, a quick pill to de-stress yourself. Let me tell you something. What you think you can find a microform in a tablet, you can give yourself in a microform of the particles of energies of light. What's doable in the external world, wow, I'm mumbling, is first achievable in the world that you think or may not know is real or not, or provocatively responsible for everything that is external, everything that we think as tangible and being reality. You do have to play human to give human a chance to recuperate and rejuvenate and regenerate, and to stand strong in the convictions, and to take the blows of scarration and not feel limited in the ones that come, and the ones that scar you, and the ones that might be everlasting symbolisms of the journey that you've traveled. They do not define you. It's the perception of journeying that does. And your illegitimate way of showing up to decisions, first and foremost, a sense of responsibility of your own integrity of mental wellness, mental spirituality wellness, mental emotional evaluation wellness. And it's all mental, because it's all going to stem from a perception created before, middle, or during a triggered reaction. Whether that reaction is positive and negative is irrelevant for the word trigger to do its job. So, some of you have accepted a multidimensional form of expression of what the human life can be, and what it might also include. There are things you see, and then there are things that you don't see. And there's an acceptance for being able to see some things and not maybe being able to see other things. Yet you do understand that the reason why you can accept that journey is because you're a human. You're a human, and the human body has its human perspective in taking in so much information. You have that sense of integrity, of a maturity for yourself. Even if these are first time words, you can understand them in one way or another. Or in some other time, one way or another. What is the blockage? It's not the journey of the flow, it's the centerfold. It's the center pole of who and what you are that you don't know how to identify. Intuition, baby. Your gut instincts. What you eat, what you consume, what you see, your whole entire fucking diet. Even when the sky is dark, when you're going to sleep, environment permeates things. And if you're around it, you're going to absorb it. Sekhmet energy, justice is in the room. Making it clear, not responsible for the outcome. Maybe, however, responsible for your decision. 1331. Oh, that's a lot of books. No. Queen of Cups. It's not her. It's not the gods that are responsible for the illegitimate ways that your life is. If beauty of the utmost degree of not being able to figure out how it occurs can be that beautiful and be that mysterious, then it's not a mystery. That the problem to anyone else's problem is our own. Now, the problem with some of these narratives is that we can hold other people responsible for the fact that we are in this illegitimized mess. But with respect to the human experience, don't most people want to discover themselves via the emotional factor? And are we learning slowly that emotionality of relationships of any kind are actually just a gift gifted to us as lessons and chapters and stories? They don't define us, although they may have provocative and alluring and intoxicating details meshed in them. We don't give ourselves enough courage to accept that the emotion is secondary. We go through a lot of decision making, having an emotional connection to the decision before we even make it. Which, with respect to the energies I read for Sekhmet, not in alignment of her. She isn't water. She's air. And as air, she creates water. She is the oxygen to the 2 molecules of hydrogen to produce water. She is not water. Not interested in hurting the feelings that either are merciless or merciful, and especially in a depiction where you have decided to be a listener to a collective message where the energy is an illusion to looking at you and however you're taking in this message. I am just in a box that transmutes me. And ironically, this is crazy, and me being here talking to a video alone unconventional. It's a battle cry. It's a bit of a battle cry. When's the last time you sucked up under the sun? Like, when have you taken in true form and been naked under the vibrations of earth energy? If you know the passion, then you know the way. If you know the struggle, then you know the battle to overcome it. Allowing the fury of the pain and the acceptance of pain to be the energy to help you move in the flow to get somewhere else than where you are is a maturity factor of the decision you can do with the intelligence of having gone through the pain. Not gaslighting your pain and your accolades of success and survival. Not being a victim of it either. Being right there in the face of it and utilizing its power that you've entertained it or it entertained you, and using that, intellectualizing it, and making it work for you. That's you being in control of who and what you are. Whew. All right. Some closing out highlights for you. We have Virgo, clearing. Follow thy intuition, Scorpio. You are water and earth. And Virgo, comparatively to that, is just water. Why would she, Virgo, tell you to listen to the intuition? Because she brings air intelligence. She understands what enriches her of the light of breath of oxygen and makes to the molecules of water, H2O. Air magic. The connection. True connection is not emotional. Emotional is a journey of gratitude to exchange in loyalty and devotion, integrity, respect, being seen, being heard, being felt. That is a gift. You receive that gift once you more or less understand, or ether understands when you are deserving of that. When you know how to mind your own, build your own, give for others while you're tending your own, yet it's now time to feed that back to you, not because you need those things given back to you that you give, but because you need to preserve the centerfold. The centerfold, yeah? The DNA, the cellular aspect of who you are. The breath, the digestion. The sun. All right. Taking these images however they may want to speak to you, symbolically, color-wise, and all that jazz. With that being said, Scorpio, I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.